In today's video, I will talk about everything related to seed sowing. I will take you through the requirements for seed sowing, the process of seed sowing, and transplanting care. So let's get started. To sow seeds, you need 5 things. Number 1, of course, are the seeds. Make sure you purchase it from reliable source. For me, borrowing seeds from locals has been the most rewarding experience. So reach out to your network of gardening friends to share and multiply seeds. If that's not possible, of course, go ahead online and purchase. The next you need is a soil mix. Seeds don't need a very rich potting mix. What they really need is something that can hold moisture and allow oxygen to pass through. So I use a mix of coco peat, compost and sand in equal proportion, which helps the seeds to germinate quickly. Next, you need a flat pot or a seed tray to sow the seeds in. I generally use earthen pots or these plastic seed trays that are very useful. Egg crates have never worked for me because they tend to get soggy when you spray water on them, and it is very difficult in terms of practical usage. Coconut shells can be used if you can source them locally. I would prefer sowing tree seeds in these shells because the shell takes a lot of time, 3 to 6 months to break down completely, and it also takes up larger space for transplanting, which is actually suitable for tree planting. Then of course you need watering can. I prefer using spray bottles because they never flood the seed trays and you're able to add optimum moisture for each tray as required. Next, you need a space sheltered from direct sun, wind and rain. Seeds actually do not require sunlight to germinate, so it can be a dark spot even. They require oxygen and moisture, but once they germinate, they definitely need a well-lit space or indirect sunlight that helps them photosynthesize and grow. Direct sunlight is always harsh for young seedlings. Process of sowing seeds in seed trays is pretty straightforward. Mix the seed mix and fill these onto the seed trays. Make small depressions with your fingers and drop 1 seed each in these depressions. Make sure these depressions are not too deep, or the seeds will spend a lot of energy and take very long to push through extra thickness and germinate. Cover the small depressions with soil mix and water lightly. I use this method for most kind of seeds, from tomato to calendula to radishes even. A somewhat similar process is followed in case of flat pots. I use these pots when the seeds are extremely small in size, like in case of many flowers. After layering the base of each pot with 1-inch thick soil mix, I sprinkle the seeds and cover them with coco peat dust. This does not bury them too deep and also holds moisture. Soon the seeds will germinate and bear true leaves. The true leaves typically are the second set of leaves that look like miniature copy of the mature plant leaves. Once these leaves are out, the sapling is ready to transplant. A week before transplanting, I hold off watering the saplings unless the soil has completely dried off. This way the sapling gets prepared for life in the garden, where it will not be taken care of very closely. This process is commonly called hardening off, where you prepare the saplings to grow with less than optimum conditions. Transplanting process is again quite simple. You take the trays with you to the garden bed, make a depression in the bed as big as the root ball of the sapling, pinch the base of the seed trays to help pop the sapling and place them lightly into that depression. Lightly but firmly, you press the soil around the sapling to give it a firm ground to stand on, and then you move to the next. Watering these newly planted saplings is a must, and this activity should be done in the evening so that the sapling has more conducive environment to adapt to its new surroundings. In case of saplings grown in flat pots, their root base is smaller and they might even be entangled with the neighboring sapling roots. In this situation, be very gentle and pry the roots apart and then plant this sapling. Don't worry if in this process of prying them apart, the soil falls off their roots. If you transplant the saplings in the evening and water them soon after, the plant will grow. So that's all you need to know about sowing seeds. I hope this video was helpful. Do let me know in the comments below, and if you liked this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.